Hey there, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for Tecnoconcrete in Newnan, Georgia. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get Tecnoconcrete in front of the people searching for concrete services in the Atlanta metro area. Like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. I'm using my professional skills, my day job skills, my passion, and I'm basically trying to just put as much helpful information out there in the hands of the people actually running these local and family-owned businesses as I can. So I hope that you use this information and get back to me if you enjoy it, and so I can hear about how you're going to implement these tactics, or whether you have the time even to do that. So anyways, let's jump right in. The first thing that I always look for when I'm doing a website audit is a big click to call phone number at the top. So you do have your phone number. It is click to call. I would even say that it's big. So well done. Congratulations. You'd be surprised how few websites have that simple thing. And that really does help with the almost 70% of the visitors that you have coming to your site that are going to be on their mobile phone. Statistically, it's way up there nowadays. So it's good to have that click to call phone number there. Helps with conversions quite a bit. Okay, now the next thing is content. How many words are on the page, and are they relevant to what they do? Do they accurately describe what you're doing and the area that you do it? And it looks like you have lots of relevant content here. I am going to say that you need to increase the amount. Google really loves content. Content is king to Google. So what you want to do is actually increase the amount of words on your page. We suggest to our clients about 3,000 words on their home page to start out, and 1,500 on the other pages. And I know that might sound like a lot, but there are cheap ways to get content for a website that will help to increase your visibility. And then if I right click on an image, this is the last thing I really want to cover on your home page here. Let's see, I've got to find an image that actually will do it for me. Maybe this one here. Right click. No. Maybe if I go like this, right click, I need to be able to click save image as, and normally it works. But you don't have, here we go. Yes, save image as. Okay, good. So this says broom finished driveway, and that is helpful in that it does describe what is on that picture. So that's good, except you actually want to save these images as things that people are actually typing into Google when they're looking for your services in your service area. That's going to help you show up at the top of Google. It's kind of a little hidden trick. And people aren't really going to be looking at this anyway, so it doesn't really help them that it says broom finished driveway there. It would be much more helpful for you and the person looking for you if you saved these images again, but as those keywords that people are typing into Google, and then re-upload them. So I'll go over what keywords would be good to use and actually show you how to find those keywords in a moment. But first I'm going to introduce you to Ahrefs. This is the tool that my agency uses to get an in-depth look into how a website is performing. It's one thing for it to look nice, it's a whole other thing for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is what I do. So basically, I'm going to show you a couple things here. Your UR score and your DR score, they stand for your URL rating and your domain rating, and they are both on a scale from 0 to 100. How trustworthy, how credible does Google think that your exact web page is, your UR score, and your entire website is, your DR score. So in this case, these are pretty low scores. In fact, they're very low scores. You really want these to be up in the 20s, 30s, really, to start out, but it really depends on what the competition is. Obviously, you just want to be higher than the competition, and by far enough that it's difficult for them to catch up, right? And then you've got backlinks and referring domains. So this is actually how you raise these scores over here, along with content and saving your images properly. So what a backlink and referring domain is A backlink is any link from another website that goes back to your website. A referring domain is a website in which has one of those or more than one of those links on it. So you've got a total of 5 websites pointing to your website a total of 8 times. And we can actually click and see what websites those are. So I've got one here that's a really low KD, sorkapp.com. I'm not sure why that's there, but these other ones here, these are actually pretty good. So we've got thebuildermarket.com, local.yahoo.com, Yellow Pages, and BBB. Those are all really good, not only because they have high DR scores, which is something we look for, from a good backlink is going to have high domain rating. That's going to help to pull your rating up as well. And then that's also helpful because these are pretty trusted sources, and they have to do with home improvement. They have to do with service-based businesses. So that's actually really good. And like I said, I don't know about this one. It may be something that you want to have removed. Although if you're going out and getting a bunch of these really good ones, you probably don't have to worry about 1 or 2 small number lower credibility sites pointing to you. Okay, and then right here we have organic keywords. So organic keywords is any word that, or phrase actually, that can be typed into Google and then you show up in the first 100 results. Unfortunately, being the 11th result is just about the same as not existing at all, because very few people go past the first page of Google, which only shows the top 10. So if we click here, we can see that you're showing up. It said 4, but I'm only seeing 3. Eris is not perfect. But Tecnoconcrete without the E at the end, you show up in the 10th position at the very bottom of the first page. You're on the first page, so that's something, but it is spelled wrong, so that's something else. And then Concrete Contractors, Newnan, Georgia. That is being typed into Google 20 times a month. It's got a KD of 0, which is great. I'll explain that in a second. And you're sitting almost halfway down the 3rd page. And then we have Concrete Stain, Georgia. It's got 40 people typing that in each month. And you're sitting almost you're sitting at the top of the 10th page. So you're not going to get any visibility with that. But I can show you some keywords that might actually help you. So here I'm using this Ahrefs again. I typed Concrete Atlanta into its keyword explorer. And here are some very helpful things. So this first one here, Concrete Patio Pavers Atlanta, that would be a really good one, except that I didn't see anything about pavers on your site. It looked like maybe you do more flat work stuff, so I'm going to ignore that one for now. But if you do offer pavers, that's a really good one to go after. And then Concrete Companies in Atlanta. This is the one that I chose to focus on. You'll see it has 100 people typing that into Google each month on average. And this does fluctuate, but it's a good number to go off of. And then KD, or keyword difficulty. This is that number I said I would explain later. Here's later. This is on a scale from 0 to 100. How difficult does this tool, Ahrefs, think it will be to get to the first page of Google? And so this is a scale out of 100. You would think that 10 is very low, that must be very easy, but it's actually a little higher than we usually like to go after. We really like to go after 5 and below. 10 is not impossible by any means. It's just going to take longer. It's going to take a little bit more effort, a little more money, right? Because time is money. This is a good keyword to go after. I do wish it was a little lower, but you want to keep an eye out for keyword difficulties that are low and volumes that are high. So another one that would be decent is down here. Let's see, where was it? Concrete Atlanta. It's got a 5, and 60 people are typing it into Google every month. So that one's got a little lower KD. You could rank for it a little faster, but not as many people are typing that into Google each month. So it's kind of a trade-off there. Okay, if we type in concrete companies in Atlanta, like 100 people on average are doing every month, this is what we get. Usually there's ads at the top. Most people scroll past them. They're not showing up. Who cares? Okay, so then we have the map pack. So this is MAP P-A-C-K, map pack. And how you get up into the map pack is with citations. Basically what you want to do is go to your Google My Business. So look your own business name up on Google, and if that's not enough, add your phone number and you'll find your business. And then claim it if you haven't done so already, and make sure that the name, address, and phone number are exactly perfectly correct. Don't add any things like keywords and stuff like that. Just keep it the exact way that you have your business name, address, and phone number. And then you're going to take that same information and you're going to plaster it all over different directories like Yext, Yelp, CityStar, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, etc. There are seriously hundreds. And you want to go and just add them to as many free ones as you can. And that's going to help to increase your visibility. Basically, those are all going to be votes of confidence for your website, and that's going to help you show up on the top, in the top of the maps. And if you're in the top 3, you end up on the first page, which will help you definitely increase your visibility and increase the calls you're getting. Okay, none of that is exciting though as this spot right here. This is the #1 organic result, and basically this result right here will statistically get about 30% of all of the traffic that comes to this page, and then this following gets about 20%, and this one here gets about 15, if I'm remembering correctly. So these are both, Home Advisor and Angie's List are actually the same thing now. I don't know if you know that. I've just found out recently. But that's irrelevant. I'm going to compare you with this one down here because it's the first local result. So this is Tecnoconcrete. Basically what we want to do is take a look at their website and go, what is it that they're doing that made it so that they're sitting on the front page and we're not? What can we do like them? And then what can we do better than them? So let's look at the amount of content they have on their page. Pitiful. And they're not saving their images properly. I can tell you that right now. Boom, not a keyword. So what is it that they're showing up for? Why is it they're showing up? It's because of backlinks and referring domains. And we can actually take a look at their referring domains and see if there are any that we want to take. So see these lower ones, they're not really that helpful. This one's company.com, that might be a good one. So that's kind of fun. We can go in there and look at that. But even cooler is looking at their organic keywords. So we can take a look at that and go, what is it that they're showing up for that we want to show up for too? Quick warning, I'm almost out of time here, but quick warning about keywords. So you definitely want to go after keywords that have something that you do and a place that you do it. Like this one, concrete contractor, something you do. Atlanta, place you do it. 100 people are typing that into Google each month. Keyword difficulty of 9, so it'll take a little while to get to that first page if you put in the right effort, but it's doable. And then we have here driveway apron. It's got, whoa, 2,200 people searching for it every single month. It's only got a keyword difficulty of 3, so you'd think that would be a really easy and really good one to go after. But you might remember it doesn't have anything to do with Atlanta or any specific area. So of these 2,200 people that are typing that into Google each month, they could happen to be in Atlanta, sure. But they also could be in New York or California, and more likely they're in Chicago or someplace else. So it's really good to go after the ones that have specifically something to do with the area that you're in. And then that way, if somebody types in, just concrete contractor without the Atlanta part, and they happen to be in Atlanta, well, that's gonna help you show up for that as well. So, okay, so that is the end of that. This is my phone number and my email address at the top here. You can get a hold of me that way. Just a quick recap. You want to increase the relevant content on your site. You want to implement backlinks and add citations to boost your visibility and basically play Google's game the way that Google likes to play it. And that'll really help to increase the amount of customers that you get. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking a look at this, and please feel free to reach out to me. Let me know how you liked it and if you found this information helpful. And if you knew all this already, I would really love to know that too. And thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.